Hello, fellow furries. In case you haven't realized it yet, Chance is starting to really escape, isn't he? Case and point. It's funny because I've got so much more confidence lately that I've openly been talking about the fursuit in public and how excited I am. I've actually been with the snow melting out there, walking around, not in the fursuit yet, because there's still a lot of snow on the sidewalks, but it's starting to melt, thinking, okay, everyone sees me walking around again. They know what that means. They see me in the park. We just did the snow videos in there in shadow while I was wearing Chance's feet. So yeah, the first is going to be done in about 2 weeks. With all the snow melting, I'm definitely going to be wearing it around. For Vacationland, less than 5 weeks now. That's going to be the premiere of Chance. I'm going to let my Discord members, of course, the Discord boosters and the Patreon see it first. So if you're not a member of the Patreon or the Discord boosters, this really is your last chance because you've got literally 2 or 3 weeks until you see it. But, man, speaking of these feet, I did a whole video that actually did pretty well on the challenges of these feet. I have taken them to 3 events so far. The night I got them, I took them to the diner event in Connecticut. I finally made it to one of the Connecticut diner events where, honestly, I don't think things could have gone much better. I mentioned previously that there was a furry that I had a little bit of an argument with, but they were chill when I went to the fur bowl for the second time, and they were there at the diner. We actually got talking that whatever there was before seems to be completely squashed, and we're back on friendly terms. So that's great. They're even a Discord member now. Yay. That's one of the two. So one of the 2 dramas in the fandom that I've had. The other, I don't want to bring the other person up, but that one's not gonna be fixed. Trust me, there's a personal reason for that. Not a very good person, but this other person was, and so I'm glad that we got that fixed. So everything this past couple weeks has been kind of crazy. I also did an event that week where I was walking around in them, and then one of my original Discord members, Kazek, or Vannon as you know locally, did the Lowell meet where I was walking around in these feet. It was also the first time I had the sandals, the fursuit sandals. That was interesting, walking around in fursuit sandals. I say in the video they keep coming off. They were on the wrong feet. Yeah, we did take them off shooting the snow video, and ultimately I put them back on the wrong feet. That's why one of them kept slipping off. They have stayed on the feet now that they were on the right feet. I walked them around. I'm like, okay. I know how they have to go on now. That was my mistake. So the sandals are good. The feet are great. I'm walking around in them a lot. I've done a couple of times where don't do a video of it, but I have actually walked around in the sandals outside, despite the fact that there was still snow several days ago, and walked around in them, and I'm getting used to them. I'm getting pretty good. They are very much, I talk about this in my video specifically about them. They are really kind of similar to ski boots, which I'll probably go skiing 1 or 2 more times before the full suit arrives. Maybe this weekend. There is a first event, but I think I'm going to go just take 1 more breath before Chance and go up and ski. Although, given how hot it's been and how it's supposed to rain this weekend, I don't know. All right. So, I have seen the body IRL when I picked up the feet. I picked up the feet early because I had to get sandals made. The sandal maker is not available in March. So I had to go get that done fast. So that's why I got the feet early. And that's why I got to wear them around at Lowell, the diner meet, and most recently at the Rhode Island Fur Bowl a couple nights ago, 2 nights ago. I also had, over the past couple of weeks, oh man, you had to have been there. I had one of my best TikTok lives in a long time. It got crazy. We talked about feet. It got really funny. It's just, I kind of roll with I don't see them as punches anymore. They get crazy. They get out of control. I just kind of roll with it now. Whatever happens on the live, like I've got a live as I'm recording this in less than an hour. Whatever happens, let's just roll with it. So Lowell, I am getting ready for the full suit. I have the selfie stick. It's actually sitting right over there. A new selfie stick because I do want to start making my videos better. So a longer selfie stick that I can hold further away from me so we don't get that little planet effect or miniature planet, whatever you call it in 360. We're not going to get that anymore, hopefully. Not as big an issue when I'm looking at things far away. But when I'm trying to do like selfies of me, it doesn't really work. So got a longer selfie stick. Fursuit fan photo shoot has sent me the fursuit fan. I've ordered the fursuit fan. Thank goodness. Case. My parents have probably got a lot of case. If they don't, then I will definitely get some sort of case. I need the full body suit for that to figure out how it will fit. I mean, these are pretty big. Like, I've had so many fursuiters say, these are big, big feet. Like, really big. Like, when I was at the Fur Bowl and comparing them, I think maybe 2 people had feet as big as me, and they were full suiters, and they were like kigurumi style fursuits. But yeah, it's hard to believe the fursuit is only 2 weeks away from completion. Essentially, what I've done is I have put Chance away for one more deep breath before I put the fursuit on over the next couple weeks. Like I said, I'll probably go skiing, probably take a little bit of breath, focus on my personal life because I still am unfortunately jobless, so I've got to fix that situation. But as tough as it is personally, I do want to say that I've come to the realization that one of the reasons I wanted to do furry so much was that the world did kind of change me for the worst over the past couple of years, and that Chance is giving me the chance, to be free again and just not care what people think about me. And at the same time, I've also realized I've kind of been disconnected from Shadow, and that shouldn't be the case. I see Shadow as a leader who can be fun, but can also be very wise and strong and a good leader. That's the persona that I think I actually have to grow into. And yes, I do eventually want to, once I'm financially secure, get a full bodysuit for Shadow. I have decided Shadow will eventually get a full bodysuit, but I need to work on the design for that, spend a couple months for that, and I need to wear Chance for a while. Actually get used to wearing a full bodysuit before I get Shadow a full bodysuit and start wearing him around, because I really got to think about Shadow because he's the character I want to grow into. Chance is kind of more like who I am right now. He's happy-go-lucky, he's fun, he's going to be a lot crazy, and I think that's why I think that's another reason I have a problem at fursuit events being Shadow, because everyone's acting goofy, and that's not really who Shadow is. Shadow is the one who does these weekly videos and the TikTok live streams for advice and kind of takes things more seriously. He's still fun. Like, I could still absolutely do a funny snow video. The snow videos just came up from the 2 fursuit events a couple of days ago, so I can absolutely still do that. Don't think I'm like, there's another persona named Riley. I'll deal with him down in the future, but he's more like me right now. Let's see, so that Saturday, despite some fun I had, it did actually kind of lead to this realization where I just did a video about it, not as Shadow, as Brian, out of character, where I talked about where I actually had to sit down with Shadow. So essentially, Shadow, had to sit down with Brian, I guess you could say, and basically knock some sense into him that, we're not making the plans the way that we're supposed to be. So that's the idea now. I need to make plans for the future. I've got a couple weeks, like I said. I'm getting stuff for the full bodysuit, taking a little breather over the next couple weeks. So we're going to do the weekly stuff. VR chat, I will say the VR chat group, the publics, I'm still planning to do a full video on this, but in summary, the publics have actually gotten so crazy, but I've got so many great members now that I've actually started hoping group plus instances, which is group members plus friends, and yeah, a lot of people come. So just like the Discord server when it started out, now there are Discord people that I talk to all the time. They can be a support, I can support them. Same thing is totally true with the VR chat group now. I have people that I can just hang out and fish. We're in this fishing world right now. And it's also a great chance for me to be Chance. I'm figuring out Chance's character. He's a total goofball. You can go up to me in VR chat and like pet me, you know. People boot me, I boot them back. It's just like, I can't wait to bring that to the full body fursuit. So I am getting back on track. Chance set me free, but I realized that I still need Shadow here to keep guiding me to grow into. One of the biggest reasons I have to remind myself is, yes, I'm thankful for, like, we are almost at 2,000 subscribers. I'm thankful to that, but the whole reason I joined the furry fandom in the first place was to make friends, and to that point, I have succeeded. So I'm beating myself up a little bit because before the Furball on Saturday night, I don't know what happened. I kind of felt a little iffy going to Dasher's birthday party. I was like, yeah, knock yourself out of that. So hopefully, that's really one of the reasons I have to check myself. It's about friends and having fun. And when I think about the fursuit videos, which fursuit videos do I have the most fun doing? It was the one at Lowell, where I actually didn't record as much as I normally would. And ironically enough, I came with a video that I was actually happier about. And I had fun at the event as Shadow walking around, despite the fact that my sandals keep coming off these feet because I didn't know how to put them on. Ugh! Yikes. But also all the snow videos with photo, I just kind of shot whatever happened, you know. I had some funny ideas. I'm starting to come up with ideas of my own, and it really is all for fun. If I get some views all along the way, that's great, you know. I'm also going to talk about more serious content. There may be times in the future where Brian does come out and talk about something serious, but for now, I'm going to try to get Shadow back out here, especially with Chance so close. Because this is still farther. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers. That is way farther in 8 months than I ever imagined I would be in the furry fandom. Remember, my whole plan was to, 6 months into the fandom, decide if I was going to stay in the fandom and get maybe a partial or something. Yeah, no, that ain't happening. We're 8 months in the fandom. I'm weeks away from a full body fursuit. I'm never leaving the fandom, and despite these challenges I've had, it's just like, okay, take a breath, you know. Let's avoid the furry burnout here. We've done so much of that. Avoid the furry burnout. Let's just get back on track. You know, deal with the personal stuff in your personal time. Make your weekly videos, plan those, edit those, because it's pretty fun to do, to be honest. I'm determined to basically fix the personal life over the next coming weeks, and I've got the unemployment for several months, so I really shouldn't be worrying about that. Shouldn't be rushing into anything, but that's something I could do on the normal time. For now, I'm uploading this video. I did actually script this one, thank goodness, and I've got the live stream tonight. It is starting to get really hot out here. I literally opened a window, and I'm wearing a less light shirt. But, oh my goodness, why is it so hot here? I have to keep, I'm literally going to have to, I think, for the live stream tonight, put the air conditioner in. Anyway, the focus for now, as I said, is the personal stuff. Take a little bit of break, probably ski one more time this weekend, but Vacation Land is so close. I'm talking to Shadow, a lot more to try to keep myself on track, but even Chance, like, understand, okay, fine. Take a little bit of break because in 1 month, we're going to be going crazy at Vacation Land. Full blast into Chance. And you're going to see it, and you're going to love it, and I'm going to love it, more importantly than that. So I will see you out there, fellow furries.